I've been running my video production company for years, and on paper, it might look like I've made it. Bigger projects, bigger clients, more money coming in. What's there to be unhappy about? But here's the truth. I was miserable. I had more bad days than good. I was overworked. I was missing time with my family. And I was really questioning if I'd built the wrong business or just why is it so hard? What was I doing wrong? And honestly, I've thought so many times about quitting altogether, just going back to being freelancing, because running a business is hard, but scaling a business with a team and big growth and lots of clients is a whole new level. But of course, I obviously can't let the team down, and we have made good progress over the years, but it can't go on like this, and it can't be sustainable. So I want to ditch my video production company and start again. In this video, I want to tell you exactly why, the painful lessons that I've learned along the way, and how you can avoid making those same mistakes, and ultimately what that next chapter holds, and how we're going to adapt to overcome this non-sustainable, overworked, overwhelmed way of life at the moment. I guess they say comparison is the thief of joy, right? And on the outside, on Instagram, I do the same thing. I look at other people and think, well, how are they smashing it and I'm not? Like, why is this difficult? So to other people, yeah, we've got lots of clients, we've got them on retainers, we've got good revenue margins, we're buying the latest gear, we've got a team, we've got the studio. But inside, it felt chaotic, constantly chasing projects, still feast and famine cycles, because even though we have retainers that will provide stability, we were doing so many bigger projects that were more ad hoc. It was just leaving peaks and troughs again. And it meant we needed to grow our team to fit in those bigger projects, but then some months there wouldn't be enough for more mouths to feed. But then it would have an adverse effect, because some months we wouldn't have those big projects, meaning that we've got people to feed with no work. And for me, it just turned into not enough hours in the day. It felt like the only way to overcome this was to work harder. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. But I just couldn't clearly see that. And I remember closing a deal with a client on a Friday, and it was a good deal, and just feeling like, great, I've got to now deal with this. It's like another thing. And that went on with a load of sales that we managed to make. And it was just like, why, what has happened? And that realization of starting to work out, why is it like this? And for us, it was saying yes to everything. We didn't have a niche, so we would just take on any job and then didn't know what direction to try and get more work from. And effectively, we were just building a job instead of a business, which is really typical of that of a freelance lifestyle or a one-man band. And there is nothing wrong with that as long as you're aware of it. But we were trying to build a business, something that grew bigger than me, something that didn't need me in it so I could have time and financial freedom. And here I was, dragged into every single element of the business without a clear path of seeing how this would get better. And that's the key bit, right? We have to dig deep sometimes, but when you can't see a clear path to achieve that goal, you have to go, well, is this the right path, at all? It was just constant exhaustion. And when you're missing out on family time as well, it just all adds to it. We were creatives and we were focusing on creating stuff, and we weren't doing any of the kind of key tracking metrics as well. So we really knew that some projects were overrunning, but we had no idea of what our capacity was, and everyone was just feeling the same level of burnt out and constant stress, along with some of our recurring revenue, our retainer clients also didn't re-sign, leaving a massive pitfall in our finances. And the truth is, scaling without systems equals growing the wrong way faster. And this is something I spend a lot of time talking to, the 600 plus members inside our academy about, and talking to you guys on this channel about. And here I am just not taking my own advice, being stuck a little bit in the day to day and not being able to catch a breath to actually work back on those systems. And look, we do have a lot of systems in place, but we just haven't adapted it to the scale of our business. It's almost like we've grown too quickly and haven't been able to keep up with that growth by implementing new systems, because there's a massive difference between 10k months versus 20k months versus 30, 40, 50k months. It changes at every level, and you have to re-adapt your business to flow more seamlessly, and we just haven't. It felt like the business owned me, not the other way round. I was being pulled by the business rather than pushing the business forward. We were hitting in excess of 20k months, but it felt worse than when I was at 2k months, right? More money, more stress. And that's when I realized growth without structure is just chaos at scale. But here's the real key pivot, because although all of that stuff was happening inside our business and there's still money to be made from video production, the truth is that the industry has never, ever in my whole history been this hard to be successful in. Most video production companies trend towards a 0% profit margin. Cost of equipment, time it takes to do shoots, and the inconsistency that comes with doing film shoots, the backlog of editing, it is not a failed business model, but it's one that is hard to scale and have success from long term. Now, this channel is largely aimed towards people who are beginning in their first kind of like 5 years of business and who are looking to grow and scale. And there's still a great opportunity for those people because they're not charging often as much as we are. And there's a lot that you can learn and avoid the mistakes that we're making out here at the front. So it's not that the industry is completely dead, but it's changed a lot. Some companies value video production more, but it's gone too far. They value it but don't have the money because they have their own problems with economic climates and things going on in the world. So they're resorting to taking it in-house because it can be cheaper, much quicker than hiring us, right? And it can also be, well, we'll just do it on our phone. Like, we just need this. It's just for social media. It's just getting our name out there. And they really don't understand the true value of it because it's very feely. We create a nice looking video. Yeah, it looks great, fantastic. But what does it actually do for their business? And that's where the industry and making sales has become so difficult, particularly to make really good money. And it only takes one bit of equipment to break, and that's it. That's just wiped out your profits for the month. And this isn't just my story. This is the same for so many people that I've spoken to who are struggling to scale and make sales like they used to. So this will serve as a warning because the industry is turning to a race to the bottom where it's price driven, who can do it cheapest because clients just don't see that value, but also a roadmap of how to overcome that. And that's why we're moving towards a social media marketing agency or SMMA model. There are so many benefits with this. Number one being that the overheads are much less, so the profit margins are much higher because it's not reliant on equipment. It means we can take our video production background and plug it into running paid ads and organic marketing. It means we've got another opportunity to take our existing retainer clients on our regular content plans for video production and move them onto another retainer for paid advertising or organic social media. It also makes as an easier selling point. So instead of selling videos because it's nice to have, we're selling results because we can drive results through paid advertising, we can drive results on posting on social media, and that's where clients see a lot of value at the moment. And we can then just plug in our existing services because we know what we're doing when it comes to video content and creating content that actually makes a difference. And when we start to position ourselves as an agency that can deliver results, the sales process already has been transformational, because if I can bring money and sales to you, it doesn't matter whether video is the tool or not. They just care about the result. So I can say, well, we can achieve this result by doing X, Y, Z, and utilizing our video services. And this is what's going to give our business stability, scalability, and freedom. So if you're freelancing or just starting out, don't make these mistakes. I want you to focus on finding a niche. Focus on a specific area where you speak their language, where you've got so much track record, portfolio examples, background proof that you can do the work, and that will make sales easier. Focus on what can you do to leverage client results, because when people can see the result, it makes the sale so much easier. I then want you to think about what are your core service offerings and what are other services that you can put together to enable you to scale, just like we're doing with the marketing agency side of the business. And the final thing to focus on is systems before growth. It's so hard to turn down work when you feel like you need the work. But if you don't have the systems in place, it makes it extremely hard to scale. So I'm talking about a proper automated sales system. I'm talking about standardized packages. So when people buy from you, they're not just buying any video that they suggest. You can say, we know that this package is best for this type of client, so let's do that. Packaging it up makes the sales process again easier, but it also creates a uniform template, and it kind of feels like you're cheating. but you're not, because you're providing value. You know that this thing works and that's why you're choosing it. But behind the scenes, you're going to save so much time because you're going to be basically doing a repeatable model, meaning that you're not having to reinvent the wheel on every different shoot. And also time tracking, because it's the boring stuff that as creatives we just don't want to do. But the biggest realization for us that I mentioned at the start of this video was that we were selling 1 or 2 days editing, and it was taking 3 to 4 in some cases. And we were just going with that because we were jumping between projects and we weren't tracking everything. When we figured that out, it was easy to understand that, oh, that's why our team feels like they're at capacity and we're not making any money, because actually we're not at capacity. We're not charging for what we should be. If projects take this long, we should be charging that long, or we need to question, why is the project taking that long to begin with? And you really should do this even if you're just single on your own freelancing, because if you're not keeping track of it, I guarantee you it will shock you and you'll be losing money. So that's why I'm ditching my old business model and starting again from the ground up, a smarter way. And here's the truth, you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. And the thing that I love about this channel and inside our academy is that every time I find a mistake in my business, I'm open to sharing it. I don't let my ego get in the way, because I think that by sharing these problems and challenges that we face, there will be hundreds, if not thousands of people who are feeling the same thing. And I think that's nice to share with, and hopefully it helps at least one of you in the channel navigate the hard route of business. If you're interested in being part of a community that helps each other through these challenging moments and helps each other grow through the hardships of business, then I suggest you just take a look at the Perspective Academy. I've been running this academy for years. It's an online mentorship program. We do live Q&As, we have a great community, and there's hundreds of step-by-step videos to break down each level of business. Do a favor, just go check it out. The link's in the description below. You don't have to join if you don't think it's the right fit, but if you do feel like that's something you'd benefit from, then we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can always join. And if you really don't like it and it's not for you, just let me know. I'll issue a full refund. So I think it's worth checking it out. Let me know what you think about this video. Hopefully it helps just a few of you out there going through some struggles like we've been doing recently.